In this playlist of common cases in physical therapy, we are starting our last extremity, that is the lower extremity or lower limb. In the lower limb, we will discuss total hip replacement, that's most common, femoral shaft fracture, knee osteoarthritis, post ACL reconstruction surgery, meniscus tear, ankle ligament sprains, stroke rehabilitation, Bell's palsy, and there are two techniques, pelvic floor exercises and tapping techniques. Here are these are some common cases in physical therapy. So let's start. The first we have total hip replacement. Hip replacement is a surgical procedure in which the hip joint is replaced by prosthetic implant. Hip replacement, also known as THR, total hip replacement. It can be performed as a total replacement or hemi or half replacement. Such joint replacement orthopedic surgery is generally conducted to relieve arthritis or any kind of pain relieving in or in some hip fractures. If there is pain, arthritis, or fracture, we can go for hip replacement surgery. A total hip replacement or total hip arthroplasty consists of replacing both the acetabulum as well as the femoral head. While in the semi arthroplasty, we can go for only femoral head replacement. Clear? And next we have treatment. The following protocol should be used as a guideline for rehabilitation progression but may need to be altered pending the nature and extent of the surgical procedure. Healing restraints are patient tolerance. Now we will discuss the treatment protocol for THA or THR, total hip replacement or total hip arthroplasty. Total hip procedure after surgery should follow for 3 months and include to avoid hip flexion past 90 degree, avoid internal rotation of the lower extremity. These are some precautions. Avoid crossing the midline of the body, avoid sitting on low soft surface. Then what to do? Use a raised toilet seat for 6 weeks or 3 months. Discuss with the surgeon at the 6-week visit. Patient will be weight beared as tolerated with rolling, walking or other piece of medical equipment as recommended by surgeon. Patient may progress from walker to a straight cane when they demonstrate equal weight distribution, adequate balance, and limited Trendelenburg gait or limp. Depend upon patient progress. Patient may feel uneven in their gait. This is due to the adductor spasm and it may resolve over time. Driving is prohibited for first 6 weeks or until off pain medication and walking without a cane. Depend upon patient progress, patient can do driving when he feel better or his condition improve. TD holes should be worked during working hours and removed at night. They will need to be worn for 6 weeks post operatively. Then we can remove them. Patient will have staples or steri strips over their surgical incision. Staples will be removed at 10 to 14 days post operatively. Then steri strips will be applied for 7 days. When the steri strips are removed at approximately 21 days post operatively, begins scar massage. These days are differ for different patients. The patient may shower with a waterproof bandage over the staples, but a shower stool or tub bench is recommended for first 3 months. No soaking in the bathtub. This is prohibited. Don't use weight machines until at least 3 months after your surgery. These are some precautions. Patient will attend physical therapy 2 to 3 weeks of for the first 6 weeks or until patient return to the surgeon. Then post operatively, what are the goals? Phase 1 initial phase, which is of 1 to 3 weeks, walking at home for about 5 minutes every hour so that circulation improve and prevent immobilization. Bike for approximately 10 minutes. Quad glutes sets, heel slide, supine hip abduction, short or quad, modified bridges, clamshells, straight leg raise, and large R quad. These are some exercises patient can perform in a gradual way. Walking program, patient can start walk with 1 to 4 mile and gradually increase his pace. Upper body weight machines patient can use for the blood circulation, cardiovascular improvement. For cardiovascular fitness, elliptical walking outside or on a track, aquatic exercises, cycling, no treadmill walking due to compression on the knee joint. Don't go for treadmill. These are the initial recommendations, and in the final phase, when the patient condition improve 3 months plus, continue with previous or modified version of previous exercises. And also you can add, begin using lower extremity. First you use upper extremity, then go for using lower extremity. Recommended activities: walking, aquatic exercises, low impact aerobics in which you can use oxygen, yoga exercises, gym ball exercises. Not recommended running, jogging, high impact aerobics, and jumping. Any kind of elastic activity, don't recommend it. Jumping rope or polymetric means the exercises which are in more than one plane, so don't go for them. Total, in this lecture we will discuss total hip replacement and also go for treatment protocol. I hope so you like this video. Thank you.